the most dangerous man in the world, is not the man with power. It is the man who suffered in silence and learned how to survive there. Because once a man becomes comfortable with loneliness, he becomes very difficult to control, very difficult to scare, very difficult to stop. And most people never understand that transformation because it happens quietly. No applause, no announcement, just a slow death of the weak version of him. And that death hurts because growth is violent, not outwardly, internally. You feel yourself separating from people, separating from old habits, separating from comfort, separating from the version of yourself that wanted to stay asleep. And for a while, you exist between two lives, too awake to go back, too unfinished to arrive. That is the lonely chapter, the chapter where nobody claps for you. Because from the outside, it looks like nothing is happening. But internally, war. You are fighting old patterns, old addictions, old excuses, old emotions, old versions of yourself that still whisper, "Come back, relax, be normal again." But you already know the truth. Normal almost destroyed you. That is why you cannot go back. And that realization changes everything. Because once you realize no one is coming, your excuses lose power. No one is coming to save your body. No one is coming to save your future. No one is coming to rescue your wasted potential. No one is coming to force you to become disciplined. That part belongs to you. And that is terrifying, because now failure becomes personal. Now there is nowhere left to hide. No parents, no friends, no bad luck, no perfect timing. Just you and the choices you keep repeating every day. That is why discipline matters. Not because it looks impressive, because repetition creates identity. Every action is a vote. Every excuse is a vote. Every promise you keep to yourself is a vote. And eventually, you become the thing you repeatedly do. That is why confidence cannot be faked forever. Real confidence is earned privately, alone, at 2 a.m., when nobody is watching, when your mind is tired, when quitting sounds reasonable, and you still move anyway. That is where self-respect is built. Not through motivation, through proof. Proof that you kept going. Proof that you did not abandon yourself. Proof that your words actually mean something. Most people never reach that point. They wait to feel inspired. But inspiration is dangerous because it disappears. Identity does not. That is why winners focus on standards, not feelings. Because feelings change hourly. Standards remain, and eventually, the lonely nights begin to change you. You stop needing validation. You stop explaining yourself. You stop announcing your goals. You stop begging people to believe in your vision. Because you finally understand. If they were meant to understand it, the vision would have been given to them too. But it wasn't. It was given to you. And that means your responsibility is not to explain it. Your responsibility is to build it. Quietly, relentlessly. Even when nothing is working yet. Even when people doubt you. Even when your own mind doubts you. Because for a long time, success and failure feel exactly the same. Both are lonely, both are painful, both are uncertain. The only difference is, one person stops and the other keeps going. That is it. That is the secret. Most people never want to hear. It is not brilliant, not luck, not talent, not perfect conditions, just endurance, the ability to continue without immediate reward. And that is rare because most people need evidence before commitment. But dangerous people, they commit before the evidence arrives. That is why they become dangerous. They stop negotiating with comfort. They stop asking for permission. They stop waiting for certainty. And they move, tired, alone, uncertain, but forward. Because they understand something most people never will. The pain of discipline is temporary. But the pain of becoming aware of your potential and never touching it, that pain follows you forever. So no, do not pray for an easier life. Pray for the strength to survive your own excuses. Pray for the discipline to continue when motivation dies. Pray for the mindset that keeps moving, even when no one notices. Because one day, people will call you lucky. They will call you talented. They will call you obsessed. But they did not see the nights you almost quit. They did not see the isolation, the doubt, the pressure, the silent war inside your own head. They only saw the outcome. You lived the process. And that process changed you. It makes you calmer, sharper, harder to impress, harder to manipulate, harder to break. Because pain either destroys a man or introduces him to himself. And the moment a man stops running from himself, he becomes dangerous.